sports. It's in the game.
Yep, you've got one guy going boom, the other guy going whap, and the guy trying to run it in for the score, and he's going nowhere.
Getting kind of dangerous. Feels like it's a load.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Now, in Madden Ultimate Team. And he returns this to the 22. There's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Willis going to throw it right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Now Willis to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jordan. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Play action, Willis. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Willis. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And the 13-year man puts it through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty. So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal. Willis looking to throw it. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. A gain of 8 there on the play, and this brings up a 3rd and goal. Right back to the air with Willis. Again, it's Johnson. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And his kick is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Not the way they wanted to begin things yet. The interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. To the air on first down. Here's Willis. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Willis. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Down the left sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A partner, they'd already intercepted him. That time he was trying to extend the play, getting outside the pocket. A costly interception as it's returned for a touchdown.
Yeah, it felt to me like he was trying to do just a bit too much on that play, and you and I both know from experience in watching, sometimes it's better to take the sack or maybe run for a short gain rather than force a risky throw. He tried it, did not work out well for him at all.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this complete to the rookie from Washington. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. A 3rd and 2. Here's Willis. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. Rod Woodson with a pick. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays off both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Last play of the half, Willis. He'll let this go for Adams.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Rod Woodson. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
1st and 10, it's Willis. Out to the flat here for Johnson.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Second down, Willis looks to throw here. Short throw into the hands of Jordan.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does. 3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from the 20 as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got it.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked by Kevin Byard, and he will...
me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need if you need to feel it. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug if you're in the getting it. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need if you need to feel it. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug if you're in the getting it. When I pull up out front, you see the Benz on dub. When I roll 20 deep, it's so exhibit in the cutting, man, running, man. Watch how I move, you mistake before I play up. Been hit with a but I don't walk with a limp. In the hood, in the lady saying 50, you hot. They like me, I want them to love me like they love pop. But holla in New York, the show, they tell you I'm local.
NFL has us at the Venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Right to the air is Jackson. On the move to his left. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. The first carry now for Ricky Williams. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On third down, Jackson. A short throw to Ingram. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Here's Jackson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
On second down, Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They go play action with Willis. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now it's Jackson. Rolling to his right. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. We're scoreless after one. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
A first carry now for Reggie Bush. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 4.
Jackson now. He'll buy some time right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. Now Jackson steps away. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he... And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Saints post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Well, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
On first down, Willis. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
To throw, here's Willis. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
Here's Willis.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Willis looking to throw it.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Johnson. Touchdown! Chris Johnson from 19 yards away.
And the Chiefs are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Airing one deep for Crabtree. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And the 13-year man puts it through. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL. And it's a presentation of EA Sports. We saw this franchise do this back in the 2009 Super Bowl. The Saints will start the second half with an onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Willis looks to pass it here. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Chris Johnson with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs add 6 to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2nd down and 6 now.
Here's Jackson to throw. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Forced out to his left. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
On third down, it's Willis.
Dumping it off for Johnson. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And it's taken in at the 9. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Handoff to the fullback, Burton. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I love the modern game, but that was a throwback right there to see the big man with football, running, knocking people aside, and picking up yardage. That takes me back to the 60s, the 70s, when fullbacks ruled the earth.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8.
Now it's Jackson sliding out of the pocket, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Rod Woodson with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield.
That's how I be happy. This for all my not a bandage. For my ladies on stage, they clapping. Transaction, cause your mama need a mansion. Get crackin', put them in the. Can't forget the yellow brother near. Shed so many tears, lost 100 friends. Every time I see them, I'ma need that. Believe that. Label tryna give me feedback, tell me bring the streets back. Fans said they want 2015 Vince. Drop big fish. slide through the section. Gotta show my homies I'm on now. Both souls on the ground, never sold out. What you know about this? No glitz and glamour. Under my polo pajamas. Face getting ran, gotta watch for the cameras before you get freaky.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And, partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And a big hit there on the opening kickoff. And that might set the tone for what could be a physical game.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. To throw, it's Allen. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A first down carry here for puts it on the carpet. It's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, they've got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Up the middle, Johnson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Jackson. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the 13-year man puts it through. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Pat McAfee to kick it away. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Allen again. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And that one's going to be blown up. The defense not fooled by the receiver coming around, and he'll be met behind the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Off the play fake, here's Willis.
Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Willis now off of play action.
Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. So on 4th down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And his kick is indeed good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Johnson on the counter. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Allen. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Toward the sideline, intercepted. The 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now 2nd and 9. Now they'll change things up. Back to throw, Willis. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Last play of the half. Here's Willis. Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Willis looking to throw on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain.
Oh, a poor throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Gates has it over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. They try the left side with Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score.
Fuck it up, and me make the man them obsessed. Put in the work. Dangerous when you get smooth like the skin on my face. Draw figure 8 when my wine up my waist. Bumper and boom, we don't need it to wait. If you get it, get it. If the lights went down, get your gift up, baby. You wanna drop it down, pick it up, turn around, lift it up for you all night. Bet you wanna get some of my dirty love, baby. The boys, them all want me. Them gyal I get salty. When my talking spicy. It make you want bite me. You just want the flavor. You just want the flavor.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And, Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Jackson, first play, going to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Jalen Carter busting through to get him for a loss of 6. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Buying time to his left. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Swinging this ball out here to Tomlinson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Jackson. And he checks this one down to LT out of the backfield. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Jackson will throw again. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Jalen Carter, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Now Jackson on 2nd down, steps away to his left. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do. But when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Throwing is Jackson. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Jackson from the shotgun. Drops this off to Tomlinson, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run. Tomlinson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Tomlinson will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From his end zone, Wilson.
And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. Out to the flat here for Johnson.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down.
Willis will look to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right. To the right side, it's Kelsey. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
To throw, here's Willis.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnson. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Now 2nd and 3. Willis will look to pass again here. Again, it's Johnson.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
To the air on 1st down, here's Willis.
Screen play, Johnson. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And the 13-year man puts it through. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Play action. Here's Willis. He'll check this down to Johnson.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Play fake. Here's Willis.
Eluding the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Willis looking to throw it.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jackson. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Willis.
Flushed out right.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Tomlinson, and he stopped immediately there. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive,
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
They'll give up the middle to Johnson. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Now a handoff. Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Again, it's Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Willis to throw.
Throw it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
They'll run it with Jackson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy. And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a 1st down.
Johnson. Going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow! Wow!
Extra point right down the middle. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Here's 1st and 10. Jackson.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Jackson to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. Now Jackson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And a great return here gets this one home.
Check it out. Hit you with no delaying, so what you saying, yo? Silly with your ice, grilly with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the club like we while in the studio. Julio, my main thug, villain ain't Julio, he moody, yo. Type of brother that it with the real shook, scared to death, act, yo. X that, looking shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way she make me wanna get all in the, yo. Top mistress of the videos, while I'm with my freak like we up in the freak shows. Hit you with the, make you feel it all in your toes. Hot, got all my people in red clothes. Metaphors when I formulate my flows. If you don't know, you're messing with lyrical player pros. Like that. You wanna party with me? Let me see just what you got for me.
Quarterback wingman award. One bite at a time. Quarterback wingman award. Quarterback wingman award.
If you really wanna party with me, ain't gonna be trust. Yo, it's a must that you heard of us, yeah, we murder us. A lot of people is wondering and they curious. I mean, in my unit, do it is so mysterious. Furious, all of my people is serious. Shook others.